Hi everyone, so this video is about order of operations. So order of operations is the sort of universally agreed upon method in which we solve math expressions. So depending on where you have done math previous and who taught you this, you might have an acronym that is slightly different from the one that we're going to sort of focus on today. So we're focusing on BEDMAS. You may have seen, let's see, what other ones do I think of? So you might have seen PEMDAS, where the P stands for parentheses and then the M and D are backwards. You might have seen GEMDAS, where the G stands for grouping symbols, so any kind of brackets and parentheses and anything like that. Or you might have seen something totally different. We're going to sort of focus on BEDMAS because it's the method that's, or the acronym that's used in your textbook. So you can see here that when you're performing operations, you're going to do the brackets first. So anything that's in brackets needs to get done first. Then exponents, and then any divisions and multiplications, and this is really important, as you come to them. So just because we put D before M in our acronym, it doesn't mean that you do divisions before multiplications. Divisions and multiplications are sort of in one level. Similarly, addition and subtraction, same idea, as you come to them. So this should not be new. I'm assuming that this is review for a grade 8 student. Okay, so how does it work? So I know that you can all do mathematical calculations. What the focus of this is going to be on is really showing your work. Now you will note that there is no equal sign in these questions, and I would like you to keep it that way. So when you are solving order of operations or equations later on or any number of things that we will do this year, it is important that you show your work. It is crucial that you show your work, in fact, more than just important. It is make or break that you show your work. So when you are completing a question like this, I do not want to see you Frankenstein your questions. And what I mean by that is like pull one chunk out and do it over on this side of your page and pull another chunk out and do it somewhere over here. I want you to work logically and orderly through your questions. So I'm going to go through 4 examples, and I need you to pay attention to how they are being written and how they are being carried out on your page. So first up, 3 squared minus 15 divided by 5 plus 5. So we look at that and we say, okay, brackets, no brackets. So we move on to exponents. So this is the first piece that we will do. That is the only piece we are going to do in this first step. So we are going to solve that 3 squared to give us 9, and then we are going to write everything else about the question down. Then we're going to move to the next step. So we've covered brackets, we've done exponents, now we're doing divisions and multiplications as we get to them. There is only one, so that is what we will complete next. So my 9 stays, my minus stays, 15 divided by 5 gives me 3 plus 5. And now all we have left is an addition and a subtraction, so we do them as we get to them. So we start with 9 minus 3, giving us 6, keep everything else about the question, and then last step is to do the 6 plus 5 to give us 11. You do not need to underline which parts of the question you're doing. I am doing that simply for a visual for you so you can see what part of the question is being completed. If you carry your work carefully down your page, not across, you'll note the lack of equal signs entirely. If you follow your work clearly down your page, it will be obvious to someone who comes after you which part you have solved in each step. Okay, let's move on to the next example. So we've got 5 plus negative 8 times 3. So we will begin with the multiplication. So again, the 5 plus stays, negative 8 times 3 gives me negative 24. So we have 4 plus negative 24. So the next thing I'm actually going to do is deal with these 2 symbols. Plussing and negative is the same thing as subtracting. So a plus with a minus becomes just a minus. So we've got 5 minus 24. And that gives us, I'll underline that we're doing this part next. 5 minus 24 gives me negative 19 as an answer. Again, working down our page, not across, no equal signs. These are expressions. Okay, on to the next example. So now we have some brackets, and we have a couple of different operations within the brackets. So we will begin with the 3 times 6. So again, 2 minus stays. I'm not getting rid of the entire bracket yet, so I'm going to keep that. 18 minus 4 plus 7. Okay, and then next I'm going to continue working inside the brackets. So we've got 2 times 18 minus 4 gives me 14 plus 7. Work on the multiplication next. 2 times 14 gives me 28 plus 7. Complete the question by doing that final addition to give me an answer of 35. Again, at the risk of repeating myself, I'm working down my page, not across. I have no equal signs. I'm showing every single step of my process. Okay, last example, we've got 5 plus 13 minus 8 divided by 4. So here we see an example of brackets within brackets. So when you have that sort of a situation, you work from the inside out. So we want to go to the very innermost set of brackets, which is the 8 divided by 4. So we write everything else that remains. So 8 divided by 4 gives me 2. And that's it. So next I will work in the outer brackets. So 5 plus 13 minus 2 gives me 11. And I will complete 5 plus 11 to give me an answer of 16. These are not difficult. There is no challenging math there. We're adding, we're subtracting, we're multiplying, dividing some pretty small numbers. The task for you to work on today is process, showing your work, working down your page, not across, no equal signs, and just completing one piece at a time in the order of operations, BEDMAS. Okay, and that's it for this video.